two children. Okay, let's break this down.
Now, before we start, just so everyone knows I'm not giving out fake information, Munchausen syndrome by proxy is a mental health problem in which a caregiver makes up or causes an illness or injury in a person under his or her care, such as a child or an elderly adult.
I think I literally just said that exact definition, but
I said that exact definition.
I just read it.
Oh, okay. It was in the story, too.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, so, first of all, what do you think of this?
That sounds like a typical case of Munchausen, for sure.
All right, let's look at it. Let's play devil's advocate here. All right, let's say nobody knows your kids better than you, right? Okay. You're with your kids more than the average person would be, right? So if they're acting a certain way at home, you know that. The person outside doesn't know that. Okay, so with them doing that, you say, okay, my child acts like this at home every night. So this could potentially be some sort of disorder because you see it every night. So you self-medicate that child. Is that Munchausen? Because you see it as a parent.
If you really do believe that the child has this problem without significant evidence, it could be listed as Munchausen, for sure. Because you really need that evidence to be sure of, you need a doctor to tell you that the child has a problem. But if you're sitting there, like,
do you
Munchausen is typically a sympathy thing, where they're searching for sympathy from the outside world, and they're projecting something that's not actually there.
So why do you need a doctor to say, hey, take this as an example. It's proven THC drops and CBD drops decrease
inflammation.
Well, not only inflammation, but seizures.
Oh, yes.
Let's say for the past 2 nights, I haven't been able to take my child to the doctor, but they're having seizures. I see it. So I'm going to give them THC drops because I know it's natural and I know it's going to cure it. The doctor doesn't know about that. Does that make it Munchausen?
I mean, it's all up to a psychologist to actually, or psychiatrist, to actually diagnose Munchausen syndrome. But I mean, technically, you could say no if the person actually does believe this is happening without a diagnosis. I mean, technically, you could say that's not Munchausen. But the administration of a prescription without being prescribed to the child.
That's illegal.
Yes, that is very illegal.
Well, what about if it was a state where that drug is legal? Like, let's say this happened in Denver.
Yeah, I mean, that would be no difference than giving your kid cough syrup. But if your child did not actually have a cold or a cough.
But what if it had sniffles or sneezing? Yeah. I mean, the doctor doesn't know that, but you know that.
I mean, this is just semantics at that point.
I mean, I'm just playing devil's. I'm not saying what they're doing is right by any means.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they know their kids. I'm going on the whim that these are good parents.
Yeah. If they are, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but let's say my child has a condition from 7:00 p.m. to 4:00 a.m. They have a condition to where they shiver. Nobody sees that at school because it only happens between this specific time period.
Yeah.
So I go to my doctor, and doctor's like, I don't see nothing because it's 4:00 in the afternoon. But
it's kind of like when your car is messed up and you take it to the car shop
right.
and it doesn't do it, and there's nothing wrong here. You're like, no, there is something
wrong. As soon
wrong.
as you pull out the parking lot,
yes, exactly.
Yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I get that fully.
So I guess, I don't know how I'm trying to phrase this, but I'm trying to play devil's advocate and saying,
because this could be a case where they were actually trying to treat something that they actually saw.
Right.
And in that case, it wouldn't be Munchausen.
Now, the only thing that I would say that this is Munchausen is because not only did they do it to one child, they did it to 2 children. So the chances of both of those children having the exact same symptoms and the exact same illness, that's a little weird.
It is. Unless it's a genetic disorder that
I was thinking that too.
Is passed along, but
now here's something crazy. All right, they said they gave her marijuana laced brownies. For people out there who don't know, I am a listen, I am all for marijuana to be legal.
Me too.
100%. But people underestimate how edible marijuana is probably one of the most strongest psychedelics you can take, without a doubt.
And it really affects your psyche. And there is a situation where maybe it's not good for underage children where their brain is still developing.
Yeah, that prefrontal cortex.
When your brain is still developing, you can definitely alter the chemistry of your brain by using such things, especially hallucinogens. And marijuana, as much as some people want to dispute that, is a hallucinogen, especially when it's edible.
Well, it's the psychoactive drug, which just taking the word psychoactive, it's actively making you psycho.
Yeah, well,
I know that's a literal definition.
But yeah, it is affecting your psyche.
Right.
It is active against your psyche. It can change your thought patterns. Yes.
Right. So, keep it real. And we're talking about pastor. Keep it real. Have you ever taken an edible?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I have. The worst experience I've ever had in my life.
That's what a lot of people say.
And the reason it's different, when you smoke marijuana, it's going through your lungs. When it's a different
conveyance.
What's the word?
What's the word for it?
Freak.
Somebody's screaming it right now.
Yeah. All right, but
you idiots.
It breaks down differently.
It's a different vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah. But when you eat, or smoking it is smoke that is combusted, that you inhale and it goes to your lungs, to your bloodstream. Now, one of the most sensitive organs in the human body is your liver. Once you eat marijuana, it's not the same as smoking it.
Yeah, because it's processed completely different through the enzymes of your liver.
I want to say it's called, it produces a different kind of chemical, like
enzymes.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, your liver's producing the enzyme that breaks it down completely different than if you were filtering it through your lungs and directly into your bloodstream. Yes.
Right. So if you guys out there thinking, if you smoke weed, oh yeah, I smoke weed every day, let me go eat a brownie that has 85% THC, you will not get the same effect. I'm telling you. So the reason I say that is me as a grown man, I've eaten brownies and I have literally thought I was dead. Literally. Now, I could imagine what a 14-year-old child would think.
Yeah.
I mean,